My name is Paul. I originally from Manchester, now living in Warrington. I work as an emergency medical technician for North West Ambulance Service. Joe's Giants has, in all honesty, given me a new lease of life. I hit crisis point in June when I reached out to Joe's Giants. I was sceptical at first. Reaching out wasn't something I found easy, but Fitz soon sort of broke that barrier down, got me talking on the phone quite a lot. So I've been climbing a few times now with Joe's Giants, and they've shown me that you can push boundaries, you can sort of silence that anxious voice inside your head, and you can sort of climb the mountains in your mind and overcome any obstacle. How has my mental health affected my everyday life? I had several months off work due to depression and panic disorders. I was having panic attacks almost daily. I know there is a lot of stigma about opening up, especially with male mental health, but it isn't a sign of weakness. It's just admitting that you need some support. I found a group that shared a passion for the outdoors, and that worked wonders for me. I've always liked walking and hiking and getting out in the outdoors, which is one of the things that attracted me to Joe's Giants. But I wasn't entirely convinced it would help with my mental health. I saw it as a bit of an escape from day-to-day life. As time went on and the more climbs I've done, I have learned that the climbing almost echoes your daily life. So the peak that you're trying to reach could be just a peak of a problem in your everyday life. Where do I see my life going from here? Definitely more climbing. I'd also like to try and help people that are in my position. The support that I got from Joe's Giants has been an immense help, and if I can sort of contribute to the recovery of anybody else's mental health, then that would be absolutely fantastic. I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but in my job you do get the opportunity to help a lot of people, and if I can start doing some work towards helping other people with mental health issues, then that in turn will bring me happiness.
My name's Alex Fitzgerald, or Fitz for short. What's our charity? It's based around the male mental health stigma. That is where our achievement lies. So when you're climbing a mountain, you get to a point where it's hard, you want to stop, you don't want to carry on, you want to give up, but then you carry on and you reach the peak of that mountain. And it's teaching people that when they have a problem in everyday life, that they will reach the peak of that problem. The peak is always there, it's always in sight, but it's just making that path to it. What made me start Joe's Giants? Obviously the loss of my mate. I've always wanted to set something up for him, something massive. Joe lost his life on the 20th of May 2017. We spent a hell of a lot of life together. Yeah, we spent years tinkering with bikes, tinkering with this, tinkering with that, engines, anything that you do as mates when you were younger, we did. We had that solid partnership between us. How has Joe's death affected my life? Yeah, it changed me, put it that way. I was a different person before he passed away. Lost like a little piece of me, and I don't think I'll ever be that same person that I was beforehand, but now I've built myself better, different, It's just, it's learning to deal with it, it's not learning to get over it. How do I feel after a climb mentally? Physically, it's not always the best because you do push yourself, but mentally, like all the photos that you take, all the scenery you take in, whether it be rain or shine, like even if it's hailing, even if it's horrible winds, in the moment it's a bit like whoa, but then you look back on it a week later and you remember how surreal the wind was, how hard the rain was hitting you, and it's such an amazing experience to look back on. There's a massive sense of mental achievement after doing climbs, and especially when you task yourself with a much harder one than normal, and you just sort of bathe in your own passion and your own sense of achievement. I think everyone suffers with mental health, whether they admit it or not. It's one of these things that it's big in the world now. It's got a label on it. What I would say to people who struggle with mental health is you're not alone. You're not there alone. Everyone's struggling on the daily, and it's heartbreaking, really. Sometimes I hear other people's stories and I think, why was I ever down when this person's life has gone so wrong, but yet they're still stood there so strong. I just say to people that you just got to keep pushing, keep moving, find an interest in life, find a hobby. As soon as you find something that you enjoy doing, keep doing it, don't stop doing it. That's the whole point of loving something.